Do you know which everyday habits are quietly stealing years from your life? Most people think staying up late is the biggest culprit, but that's only number three. The first one will truly surprise you because it's something millions of older adults do every single day without realizing the damage it causes. As we get older, we often blame aging itself for fatigue, poor sleep, or a weak heart. But the truth is, our daily choices play a far greater role than we admit. The small things, what time we sleep, how we eat, how we think, and how we move, shape how long and how well we live. In this video, we're going to uncover 4 habits that silently shorten the lifespan of most seniors. Each one may seem harmless, but together they quietly drain your strength, dull your vitality, and accelerate the aging of your heart, brain, and immune system. Stay with me until the end, because the number 1 habit is something so ordinary that most people would never think to question it. And yet, it's the one that doctors say contributes most to early decline after 60. Understanding these 4 patterns can help you not only live longer, but also live better, with clarity, energy, and a renewed sense of control over your own body. Now, let's get started. Number 1. Skipping breakfast or eating too late in the morning. One of the most damaging habits among older adults is skipping breakfast or delaying it too long after waking up. Many seniors believe that skipping breakfast helps lighten the body, manage weight, or simply save time. But in reality, doing this repeatedly throws your metabolism and cardiovascular system into chaos. When you wake up, your body has already gone 6 to 8 hours without nourishment. Your blood sugar is low, your muscles lack energy, and your brain needs oxygen and glucose to function. If you ignore this natural signal, your body compensates by releasing stress hormones like cortisol and adrenaline. These hormones raise blood pressure and heart rate, forcing your heart to work harder when it should be slowly warming up for the day. For seniors with weakened arteries or an aging heart, this early morning stress can quietly chip away at endurance and increase the risk of stroke and heart attack. Studies show that those who skip breakfast regularly are far more likely to develop insulin resistance and chronic inflammation, the 2 invisible forces that accelerate aging from the inside out. There's also another subtle problem. Skipping breakfast often leads to overeating later in the day. Many people skip the first meal, then crave heavier, saltier, or sweeter foods by afternoon. This sudden rush of calories confuses your body's insulin response, spiking and crashing blood sugar levels throughout the day. Over time, these fluctuations exhaust your pancreas, strain your liver, and raise your risk of type 2 diabetes, a disease that silently shortens life expectancy by years. I once knew a man named Arthur, 68 years old, who used to boast that he hadn't eaten breakfast for 30 years. "I just drink coffee," he'd say. But when Arthur began feeling dizzy mid-morning, his doctor found his blood sugar dangerously unstable. His body had spent decades in a constant stress loop. Every morning when he began eating a small breakfast, just oatmeal, fruit, and a boiled egg, his energy stabilized, his mood improved, and his blood pressure dropped. A healthy breakfast doesn't have to be large. What matters is balance. A combination of protein, complex carbohydrates, and healthy fats helps regulate metabolism, strengthen the heart, and protect against mental decline. Even something as simple as a bowl of oats with nuts or whole grain toast with avocado can stabilize blood sugar for hours and protect your heart from early morning strain. Think of breakfast as a signal to your body that it's safe to begin the day. It resets your internal clock, supports digestion, and prepares your system for steady energy. Skipping it, on the other hand, tells your body to conserve energy and store fat, creating the exact opposite effect most seniors want. Your lifespan isn't just measured by years, it's shaped by how you treat your body each morning. The body thrives on consistency. When bedtime changes constantly, or when sleep is delayed by television, phones, or restless thoughts, the nervous system remains alert long after it should rest. The result? Higher nighttime blood pressure, irregular heartbeat, and inflammation that accelerates the aging of every cell. Let me tell you about Robert, a 70-year-old man who prided himself on being a night owl. He'd stay up past 1 a.m. watching news programs and checking emails. Over time, he noticed he woke up groggy, his heart racing, and his mood sour. When his doctor ran tests, his cortisol levels were elevated even in the morning, a clear sign his stress hormones never shut off. Once he started going to bed by 10:30 p.m. and dimming his lights an hour before, his blood pressure normalized and his energy returned. There's also a lesser-known danger. Staying up late alters how your body processes food. Late-night snacks, even small ones, are stored more easily as fat because insulin sensitivity drops sharply after sunset. This leads to higher blood sugar and cholesterol levels, quietly increasing your risk of heart disease. Many seniors who think they have a slow metabolism are actually battling an inconsistent sleep schedule. To restore your body's rhythm, begin winding down at the same time every night. Turn off screens at least an hour before bed. Read something gentle or listen to calm music. Keep your bedroom dim, cool, and quiet. Avoid caffeine or alcohol in the evening. They trick your brain into staying alert when it should be resting. When you sleep early and wake up early, you align your heart, brain, and hormones with nature's rhythm. The effect is remarkable. You'll digest food better, think more clearly, and feel more balanced emotionally. People often say, "I'll sleep when I'm tired," but by the time you feel tired, your body has already been begging for rest. The older we get, the less margin we have for ignoring those signals. The tragedy is that many seniors think stress is just part of life. They say that's just how it is, but it isn't. Your body was never designed to carry unending emotional weight. You can't always remove the sources of stress, but you can change how you respond to them. Simple habits, deep breathing before bed, gentle stretching, slow walks under morning sunlight can signal your nervous system to relax. Engaging in conversation, joining a community group, or volunteering reactivates feelings of connection and purpose. Even prayer or mindfulness can lower blood pressure and restore balance. There's one more important truth. Unresolved emotions age the body faster than time itself. Anger, guilt, or regret trapped inside you act like toxins circulating endlessly. Letting them go through conversation, forgiveness, or self-reflection is not weakness, it's medicine. If you carry stress like an old companion, remember this: you've already survived far more than your worries will ever be worth. The years ahead deserve peace, not pressure. Give yourself permission to rest, not just physically but emotionally. That peace may add more years to your life than any diet or pill could. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 2 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now, let's move forward. Number 3, staying up late and disturbing the body's natural rhythm. Few habits damage longevity as quietly and consistently as staying up late. Many older adults underestimate how profoundly it disrupts the body's internal clock. You might think, I'm retired now, I can sleep whenever I want. But the truth is, your organs don't retire. They still follow a precise rhythm, one that has been fine-tuned by decades of daylight and darkness. When you stay up late, especially past midnight, you interfere with a cycle that regulates everything from hormone production to heart function. The human body repairs itself most efficiently during deep sleep hours, roughly between 10 p.m. and 2 a.m. This is when the liver detoxifies, the immune system rebuilds, and the brain consolidates memory. If you stay awake during that time, your body loses its nightly repair window. It's like skipping the maintenance check that keeps your engine running smoothly. Many seniors who stay up late don't realize that their fatigue, poor digestion, or cloudy memory may not come from age, but from a disrupted circadian rhythm. The body thrives on consistency. When bedtime changes constantly, or when sleep is delayed by television, phones, or restless thoughts, the nervous system remains alert long after it should rest. The result? Higher nighttime blood pressure, irregular heartbeat, and inflammation that accelerates the aging of every cell. Let me tell you about Robert, a 70-year-old man who prided himself on being a night owl. He'd stay up past 1 a.m. watching news programs and checking emails. Over time, he noticed he woke up groggy, his heart racing, and his mood sour. When his doctor ran tests, his cortisol levels were elevated even in the morning, a clear sign his stress hormones never shut off. Once he started going to bed by 10:30 p.m. and dimming his lights an hour before, his blood pressure normalized and his energy returned. There's also a lesser-known danger. Staying up late alters how your body processes food. Late-night snacks, even small ones, are stored more easily as fat because insulin sensitivity drops sharply after sunset. This leads to higher blood sugar and cholesterol levels, quietly increasing your risk of heart disease. Many seniors who think they have a slow metabolism are actually battling an inconsistent sleep schedule. To restore your body's rhythm, begin winding down at the same time every night. Turn off screens at least an hour before bed. Read something gentle or listen to calm music. Keep your bedroom dim, cool, and quiet. Avoid caffeine or alcohol in the evening. They trick your brain into staying alert when it should be resting. When you sleep early and wake early, you align your heart, brain, and hormones with nature's rhythm. The effect is remarkable. You'll digest food better, think more clearly, and feel more balanced emotionally. People often say, "I'll sleep when I'm tired," but by the time you feel tired, your body has already been begging for rest. The older we get, the less margin we have for ignoring those signals. Every extra hour you stay awake past your natural bedtime is like borrowing life from tomorrow, and someday the debt comes due. If you want to live longer, protect your sleep like it's sacred, because it is. It's not wasted time. It's the foundation of every healthy, lasting year you have left. Number 4, lack of meaningful social connection. The most unexpected and deadly habit that shortens life after 60 isn't smoking, poor diet, or even lack of exercise. It's isolation. Loneliness to the body is not just sadness, it is a form of chronic stress that poisons slowly. Scientists have compared the physical toll of prolonged isolation to smoking 15 cigarettes a day. It silently damages the heart, weakens the immune system, and accelerates the decline of memory and strength. Many seniors underestimate depression and a weakened immune response. The body begins to interpret the absence of social contact as danger, flooding your system with cortisol and inflammatory chemicals meant for survival. I once met a man named Frank, 82 years old, who told me he hadn't spoken to anyone for 3 days. He said, "It's funny how the world gets quiet when you get older." He wasn't sick, but he looked exhausted in a way that sleep couldn't fix. His blood pressure was high, his appetite low, and he had little interest in the things that once gave him joy. His doctor later explained that social isolation was driving his body into a constant state of stress, his heart working harder simply to stay alive. The truth is, conversation itself is medicine. Sharing stories, listening, or even exchanging a few words with a neighbor keeps the brain alert and the heart balanced. It reminds the body that it is still part of something larger. Seniors who maintain regular contact with friends or community members have lower rates of dementia, fewer heart problems, and longer lifespans. But connection requires effort and courage. Many older adults withdraw out of pride or fear of being a burden. They think, "People are busy," or "I don't want to bother anyone." Yet what they don't realize is that reaching out doesn't just help them, it uplifts the person on the other end, too. Human beings are wired for connection. Loneliness doesn't only kill, it denies the soul its most basic need, belonging. Even small acts can change everything. Join a local group that shares your interests, attend community events, or volunteer for a cause that matters to you. Call an old friend you haven't spoken to in years. Invite your grandchildren for lunch. Each of these moments repairs something deep inside the human spirit. And for those who say, "I'm too old to start over," I'd remind you, connection isn't about starting over. It's about continuing. It's about allowing life to flow through you again, through laughter, empathy, and conversation. Isolation is the #1 thief of years because it slowly convinces you that your life no longer matters. But you still have purpose, and every shared moment, every word, smile, or gesture extends that purpose a little longer. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable,
please comment number 4 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now let's move forward. Final thoughts. As we finish this discussion, take a moment to reflect on how these 4 habits, each so ordinary, so familiar, can quietly shorten the years we have left. Aging itself is not the enemy. Neglect is what steals life from most seniors. It isn't one catastrophic event, but 1,000 small choices that seem harmless at the time. Skipping breakfast deprives your heart and brain of energy when they need it most. Living under constant stress keeps your body trapped in survival mode, unable to heal. Staying up late robs your organs of the rest they depend on to repair and renew. And isolation, perhaps the most dangerous of all, slowly convinces your body and soul that they no longer belong to the living rhythm of the world. The good news is that none of these patterns are irreversible. You can start changing them tonight. Eat something nourishing in the morning. Let go of the weight that isn't yours to carry. Go to bed early with gratitude instead of worry. Reach out to someone, because connection is the medicine that keeps the heart young. Longevity isn't just about counting years. It's about adding quality, presence, and meaning to the years you already have. Every choice you make is a conversation with your future self. Make those conversations kind, gentle, and wise. Thank you for joining us today. We'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment below and share one thing you learned today and how you plan to use it in your life. Your thoughts are important to us, so don't hesitate to share them. Reading your comments gives us great motivation and encouragement. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please like, subscribe, and share. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Thanks for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.